Hi guys, it's the Northwoods Stitcher here. My name's Sarah. I wanted to do a bonus video, but explain to you why I'm doing a bonus video. I get a lot of different emails, a lot of people who want me to review things, different companies that I'm not really interested in, like diamond dot companies or some of the cross-stitch companies that may be printed on strange grids from overseas. But I did recently get a request to review a lamp, which I thought, I'm always in search of good lighting. So initially I thought, meh, but then I thought, you know, I do need good lighting. We all need good lighting when we're stitching, we're reading, and these eyes aren't getting any younger. They are getting tired. There's a lot of different technology on the market, which I don't know much about, and I don't pretend to be a master of this light. This was a BenQ lamp, and what I did was I emailed back that I was interested in reviewing it. They sent me a model in two forms. So I have a floor stand, and I also have the ability to turn it into a desk lamp. I don't use desk lamps, but I know some of you do. So I wanted to make sure that if I reviewed it, you can see what the desk lamp does. I have played with it only one night. I'll play with it some more. And that one night that I used it, I used both my iPad with it, as well as did some cross stitching. And I have to say, it was very comfortable. There are so many options with this light for adjusting the strength of the light, the dimness, the type of light, if that makes sense. So a cool white or a warm light. I don't know how they do it. This is an LED lamp, very low energy usage. I think it was 18 watts. You can read about BenQ lamps on Amazon as well as on their website. But I am going to be doing a review, stitching together some videos to show you how easy it was to assemble it. I probably should have assembled it on a table. I chose to do it on the floor, and I don't like bending. And the packaging itself was brilliant because it helps you. It's actually a workstation to do the unpacking and putting it together. Not many pieces to put together. So anyway, enjoy the following stitched videos. And if you do go and get one of these lamps, let me know how you like it, because I'm still learning it, and I'm still trying to master touching it, because that's how you turn it on. You just tap it. And then there's holding tap to get a different, hopefully the video will say, different types of light. So if you tap it for 2 seconds, you can turn it to green, tap it 2 seconds, turn it to red. One's for e-reading, one's for work light. My husband can explain it, and I think he does in one of the videos. Maybe you can read about it on Amazon and figure out what that technology is all about. I understand it to be healthier for my eyes, and that's always a plus, because sometimes I go to bed with a slight headache, and it's because I'm doing up close work with my cross stitch and my light is inefficient, and I'm doing a lot of work on my iPad, or I'm playing my video games, and I'm reading books. So you're taxing your eyes an awful lot. So if I can get something that's comfortable for them, possibly healthier, that's where I'm going to go. So that was one of the reasons why I agreed to do this review. And so far, I'm liking it. Let me know what you guys think. Let's see, this came from, where was this from? California. This is the lamp stand. Let's see how easy this is. Oh, here comes Abby. She's gonna help. You helping? Okay, let me put away the samurai sword. Very carefully packed. Yeah. So this is a pole. Put that aside. Check the little compartments here. Oh, I'm very excited. I'm sorry, honey, it's not a toy. Well, it's a very, very heavy base. Holy cow. That's thick. Oh, beautiful. Wow, this is so carefully packed. I'm glad all this is recyclable. All right, here's my tools. Please place the base here. Fit this, oh, they even, okay. Look how easy this is. This carton is for you to use to put together the stand. Boy, is this heavy. Oh, look at that. So they give you a little diagram right here to tell you how to do this. So it says put the floor pegs that way. Okay. Now I've got my little tool here. It's only got 3 pieces in the bag. It's simple, simple. That's it, 3 pieces. Thread the little washer on. That's gonna go through here in the base. Let's unwrap this pole and see which way I go. So one part has a nib on it, and the other part has the place where that bolt goes. So that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna hand screw it until I get it started. Oh, look at that, just pops right together. Hand screw, hand screw, hand screw. And then I'll tighten it. Till there's no wobble. That's really tight. Oh! That is for the cord, no doubt, to keep it tidy. So now I'm just waiting for the lamp. That's very nice, very sturdy. Not going anywhere. Metal. Metal. Very thick. This is very hefty. It's not going to tip. I've got no fear of this tipping over with this brick house walking around. Very cool. That was easy. Easy peasy. Okay. So this is the top part of the lamp with the actual light. Watch your nose, sweeties. And this came from California. Let's see about this. Oh, it's a box within a box. Let me put away the sharp thing. And it says right on it, BenQ e-reading desk lamp. So this is going to be looking like a desk lamp until I put it on the base stand that we got. Oh, that's pretty fancy. Got some easy little tabs to open. Oh, there is some plastic in there. It looks like the lamp itself is not US made, it's made in China. But it's an e-reading desk lamp. A little piece of tape here. It's a beautiful package. Look how easy this is. It's got a pull handle. There's no wrestling with it. I'm gonna put it on its side. That's just a perfect little sleeve. Look at that. Wow, that is some nice packaging. So this again is a base. We're gonna put ours on the stand. Very substantial, very heavy. Comes with a little quick start guide. This must be the cord. Oh, this is very self-explanatory. Yeah, a little power cord. Let's see how this is. I'm going to be very careful when I pull this out. That's the bulb part. Oh, that comes off easily. Ta-da! So let me get the stand. Oh. Remember how this stand had a nib on it? There is actually a nib on that. This is pretty solid stuff. Metal. So I'm going to fold this down just a little bit. A lot of different pieces that move on this too, so it looks like it's going to be really easy to position once it's in place. I should probably be reading some directions. Nope, don't need to. There's a little screw here to tighten it. So now it won't come up, but it will turn to position. Look at this rotation. Do you see that there's a ball socket in here? So this joint is pretty free moving. And I guess this might be to tighten it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't read anything. Now this cord, beautiful, cloth covered, not plastic. Which actually means that my cat used to chew cords. Probably would not chew this one. So that's pretty tidy. So if I wanted to, I could just keep this on the base that they sent me for a desk lamp, but I need it for my stitching. I'm gonna try this. Here's the adapter cord. This is a pretty long cord. That gets plugged in and that just plugs in there. All right, let's go set it up in another room. So this little screw is not a finger screw. It does come with a little Allen wrench to tighten it. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And I would say with any of these lamps that you get, don't pick it up by the actual lamp piece, pick it up by the base piece. So that is tight now. You pick it up this way, not by the thinner arm.
Going.
Okay, so patience. I haven't mastered this, and I might lower it. So it's a touch on and off. I can adjust the brightness just by turning that button. So that's almost a yellow light. Now, I don't really know what light I like to stitch in. I think that one. That looks good. So I can adjust it just by touching it. I can probably lower that a little bit more, but if I get out of my chair, I don't want to hit my head. So this is so new. I'm gonna play with it for a little bit. That's very comfortable. And you said it didn't put a glare on the TV, right?
Correct.
Okay. Which is an annoying thing for you if there's a glare. And I've got to do some more reading about this, but this is, you know, LED like I mentioned earlier, and it uses 18 watts. And there's lots of different joints, so I can position this lamp this way, that way, by that joint, lower it a little higher, lower it even here. I want light right on top of what I'm doing. So there's a lot of different positions. But I think I'll play with it a little bit more. And I did use my iPad because this is too bright. There's another different setting for e-reading. So that's interesting. And it does help. There's no screen glare. And I think it's a preference of what your eyes are comfortable with.
But look how even the light is across where you're working.
The other thing is the light is not just on it. I can feel it over here because the lamp is shaped differently.
It's equally bright where you have your pattern.
Yeah, that's kind of new. I've never seen something like that.
So you don't have any sort of shadow areas.
So I'm excited about trying this out. So the jury's out as to how good the light is for longevity, but I think this is a really nicely made piece. And watch how easy it is once I figure out where to put it. I'm changing the colors. I got a yellow, I got a really bright, almost like a blue. This is like a sepia. And then if I want to turn it off, I can just turn it off by touching it. So I'll figure it out. It'll become second nature, I think, after a while. Oop, it's on. It's off. So I'll learn about the sensitivity. But it's very, very stable. And it's easy to position. And let's say looks like all the joints are things that I can change and position. Oh, still learning. Very nice. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. There we go. So that might be the nighttime one. The white looks white. All right. I'm going to put this onto the desk lamp base so we can get an idea of how big it is for a desk. For this chair, it's a good, this is my stitch chair, predominant stitch chair. So I'll try it on here, but they'll try it at the table to see what it would be like if I use it for beading and put it on a desk. But I really need it for the cross stitch. I think a lot of us have stitch chairs and we need that overhead light to be reliable, particularly at night. So stay tuned for the desk. Okay, so now I'm going to set up the desk lamp. So you can either get the desk lamp or you can get the floor lamp. But this is the desk lamp, and this is made so it has a little sticker on here that tells you, you better screw this in or you can drop it on your foot. This is a heavy piece of metal. I don't know how many pounds this is. It must be over 10. That's substantial. So I'm going to be very careful bringing this over here. And it has that little screw feature, and it has the same little nubby as that floor stand. Pop it in there until it's all the way down. Holding on to this. Let's get the cord out of the way. Now I'm going to tighten this little screw. Lefty, righty. Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I had that retreat on the weekend, and I think I'm not very coherent. Ooh. It's still tightening. I want to make sure it's tight because I don't want to drop this on my foot. That's tight. Okay, now, this is a nice big light. Same kind of thing, I'm gonna plug it in. Let me adjust this. I think I'll have it a little lower if I was doing something that needed that kind of light. Okay. Now where can I plug this into? It's gonna have to go on the other side. This is just a temporary plug. I don't use a desk lamp. Mr. Northwoods is annoyed with me because I haven't read the instructions, but this is very easy to use. So I do have it on. I can adjust this light for the tone that's coming out. A warm light, yellow light, a bright blue, bright white light. I will read the manual, and this is an ambient light sensor. So say I started working at 5 in the morning on something and it was dark outside. As the light would come in, this would stay even on, the light would stay even if I'm in the auto sensing mode. No? Speak.
You're in manual mode now.
I'm in manual mode now.
Yeah.
But you said this has an ambient light sensor.
If you touch the little ring, it's got 2 different auto settings. It'll either go orange or green. So tap the ring for 2 seconds. Now it's in green. So now it's in auto mode for using your tablet. So now it will adjust automatically.
Okay, so that's the ambient light setting?
You see, it just changed a bit already.
It's sensing the light around you, so the light is adjusting to be constant? Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Okay, and if I...
Now it's in, what is the red mode? I think that's book reading mode.
Book reading mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now if you turn the big table light off, you can show how it works. Turn the big light off over the table, and it should automatically adjust.
What does that mean? It looks like it's constant.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do.
So I don't know what it means. It's some sort of advanced light system.
It's an ambient light sensor, so it keeps the light in your work surface constant, depending on how the room changes.
Okay. All right, so if I was to read something, I've got plenty of light here, I think because of the shape of this. And it's the same as light over here. It's not just in one spot, it's like a much wider area. I don't feel like there's any shadowing, bad shadowing or darkness anywhere. It's very comfortable at this height, but I can raise this. Look at that. That's pretty high. And how far can you lower it? That's pretty low. Probably go lower. But that's very comfortable too.
I think Mr. Northwoods is going to need one of these for his office.
You don't stitch. This is very comfortable.
Now you overrid the automatic.
I have, this is an override switch here.
Now you're in manual mode.
I'm manually adjusting the tone.
Yeah. And if you tap that knob and then turn it, the knob.
Well, that's turning it off.
Now tap it once. Now you can adjust the brightness when you rotate it. It's a dimmer.
Oh, so it's that same kind of light. It's just, oh, I get it. Okay, now I'm awake.
So one tap of the knob, you can adjust the brilliance, and another tap, you can adjust the intensity or the color temperature.
There's the color temperature.
Yeah.
There's the intensity. I get it. Technology. I have to keep up with it, right? Very cool.
What are you going to name it?
Well, it's a BenQ, so...
You're going to call it Benny?
This is probably going to be Little Ben, and then Big Ben. Big Ben is the floor one. So that was very easy to put together, and very heavy. So it's substantial. And I did screw it in properly, so it's not going to come apart. But I think I would leave this sticker on to remind me if I was going to ever take it apart again. And the packaging was brilliant, I have to admit that. I mean, it was very well put together. And because this is an LED, I don't need to worry about having to replace bulbs. And it does come with a 1-year warranty. Is that what we read? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, not like your OttLite, which was going through bulbs twice a year.
Right, right.
And what did those bulbs cost?
30 or 40, or maybe 20 was the cheap one. I don't remember. But it will take some getting used to, learning how to turn it on and off. And then finding out what is your comfort light. Because I think we all use different lights as to what we're comfortable with and the brightness. And depending on what we're doing. But I find it very comfortable to use. Because I don't read books before I play with these things, this is very easy to put together. And I just have to build a relationship with it. But I think he trusts me. And I think, yeah, he's going to cooperate. Look at that. Very cool. Okay. Let me know if you guys have one of these already, because I'd like to know. This might be the new Stitcher house lamp. Not a travel lamp. This is what we have in our house.
And we've looked at the Dyson floor lamps, which are almost $1,000, and this basically does the same thing as the Dyson lamp. I just remember the Dyson lamp being a little more confusing. This is not very confusing at all. This is pretty self-explanatory. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Okay, turning it off. That's easy. Look at me. Okay, thanks for watching. I should also add that this BenQ e-reading lamp is a really cool shape, and I have been very impressed with where the light ends up where you're working. So it's not just a spotlight of light on you. It has that gentle curve to it that really helps with the placement of a wide area of light. So I have been very impressed with that. It did come with instructions. I chose not to read. My husband read them. So I am getting used to it, and I'm learning how to tap on, tap off. It's becoming second nature. And I have found my preference by using that dial of what light I want, depending on how tired my eyes are. So impressed with how it was packed. Impressed with the quality of the light, structure, you know, the soundness of it, and very impressed with its overall lighting ability. So if you're looking for a new light, go read up on it and see what you think. And there are also some other reviews out there that you can check out. But my eyes are liking it, and I am getting a lot of stitching done. So my eyes must be happy.